Yo, it's Sid. Alright, so college students. Either you hate them or you hate them. And being one myself, it's really hard to argue against hating them. However, most people understand and empathize with the burden that college students face when it comes to school costs and tuition. They're expensive for no reason, some of the costs don't make sense, and rates keep increasing every single year. Most colleges decide to deal with these ridiculous fees by taking out loans. However, most of these kids that take out these loans aren't able to pay them back soon enough, if at all, and the payments keep piling up until they dig themselves into a deeper and deeper grave of debt and sorrow and more debt. But have you noticed what kind of college students run into these sort of problems? Think about it. When is the last time you've heard a graduate with a technical degree or a semi-technical degree complain about their massive student loan debt? Engineering majors, pre-med and medical school graduates, finance majors, economics majors, science majors. When has anyone heard them complain about their massive student loan debt? Sure, those people have student loan debt of some kind, but they're able to manage it, set up monthly payments, and are able to keep track of it without it going completely out of control and ruining their lives, because they have well-paying jobs that they got right out of or very soon after graduating from college. Now, I am not saying that the cost of college is reasonable in any way, and regardless of what major or career path you want to go into, no one should have to pay that much for a higher education. You want to decrease poverty and shorten the wage gap in this country? Make higher education affordable for everyone. However, this is not the main point of this video. The topic for this video is for people to stop complaining about their student loan debt. But not just any kind of people. Just hear me out. I know that I'm definitely going to offend a lot of people, especially those in my generation, for this video. And I don't care, because there's this thing called freedom of speech, which allows me to say whatever I want as long as I'm not directly insulting anyone on purpose or being an asshole, which I'm not, because this is a genuine opinion. So, that being said, let's move on. So you're probably asking, who are those people that I was talking about that should not complain about their student loan debt? Well, let me explain. Colleges nowadays have a major or a degree in literally everything. I am not kidding. You want to get a PhD in fire alarm maintenance? You can. Worcester Polytechnic Institute, or WPI, offers an MS and a PhD in fire protection maintenance and engineering, as well as other online degree programs. You can be a doctor in fire alarm maintenance, which is ridiculous. Now, I am not saying that getting a degree or even a PhD in fire alarm maintenance is an easy task. It might be challenging and engaging and really involving, but that doesn't necessarily mean that you should get a degree in fire alarm maintenance, if you see what I'm saying. There are so many of these bullshit degrees at these universities that are marketed as interesting and engaging and not your typical school-going experience. But what happens after school is over? What happens after you graduate? I am definitely sure that the job market isn't looking for anyone with a PhD in fire alarm maintenance. And if there is such an opening, which you find one, good luck paying back the $100,000 that you took out in loans to get that PhD. All that being said, that is a doctorate degree program. Not really something that your high school graduate, freshman in college is really going to be doing. Alright, fine. What about those degrees that you can take as an undergraduate that are just as bullshit as a PhD in fire alarm maintenance? Let's consult a CBS Moneywatch article that was published on November 16th in 2011. Link in the description. I am obviously not going to go through all of them, but I am going to go through a list of 5 that I find particularly interesting or blatantly obvious. This is in no particular order. Number 1, clinical psychology, 19.5% unemployment rate. Back in 2011 in the month of November, the national unemployment rate was 8.6%. At the time of making this video, the unemployment rate is now 5.3%. Number 2, humanities. 8.4% unemployment rate. Number 3, architecture, 10.6% unemployment rate. Number 4, liberal arts, 7.6% unemployment rate. And finally, number 5, film, video, and photography arts with a 7.3% unemployment rate. Now, I decided to talk about that last one because it kind of hits close to home. Not because I'm currently taking this major, but because this is my passion. I am a filmmaker, or at least I'd like to think so. A dream I really hope I achieve one day is becoming an Academy Award-winning director in Hollywood. I have made 2 short films, which, relatively speaking, were successful. One of them even has its own official IMDb page, link in the description. But I know for a fact that I have a very slim chance, if at all, of being able to support myself in a lifestyle that I've been accustomed to all my life, if I decide to major in film. There's no guarantee of whether or not I'm going to be employed in my field after I graduate with that degree, which leads me full circle to the main topic and point of this video. Film, like the 4 other degrees I listed, along with the 20 other degrees listed in the article, are all relatively bullshit degrees. Unemployment rates are ridiculous, there's no guarantee that you're going to be employed in your field after you graduate, and since there's no guarantee, the massive amount of debt that you accumulate by attending these universities and receiving this education further digs you into a hole of debt that is close to impossible to get out of. So what I'm trying to say is this: it is a good societal motto that we as a first world country has been preaching. Follow your dreams and work hard and those dreams will come true. However, I feel that that is something that we need to change. There is no clear-cut way to achieve anything anymore that is not in the realm of science or economics. If you want to be an engineer, you gotta go to college. If you want to be a doctor, you gotta go to medical school. If you want to work in the field of finance or economics, you gotta go to college. But as for all those other majors, though going to college is definitely an option, sure, maybe you have a passion for film like me, but this doesn't mean you have to pursue it in your higher education. You can always do it as a passion project on the side of what makes you your actual money to be able to support yourself and live a decent life. There are virtually no jobs or very minimal jobs in the field, and if you still decide on pursuing it, you shouldn't complain about how much debt you dug yourself into because you knew the risk and you still decided to go to college and couldn't find a job in your field. So for all those liberal art majors right now working in Starbucks, this applies to you. So that's essentially what I'm trying to say. Thank you guys so much for hearing me out and watching this video. If you liked it, be sure to leave a like down below. Also, be sure to leave a comment down below and tell me what you think about bullshit college degrees. There's also a big red subscribe button down there, so be sure to click that if you feel like I've earned your subscription. Thank you guys again so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.